The history of Real Madrid in the Champions League is an odyssey filled with feats, magic, and an indomitable spirit. However, the season that ended with the conquest of their 14th European Cup will forever remain in the hearts of fans.
It's Real Madrid again and again. 14 times champions.
It was a journey full of emotions, impossible comebacks, and legendary nights that defined the meaning of the word greatness. This is the tale of an unforgettable achievement, a journey that shook the football world and reaffirmed Real Madrid as the king of Europe. The journey began with an important victory in Italy against Inter Milan, with Rodrygo scoring in the 89th minute, a triumph that hinted at the ambition of a team led by Carlo Ancelotti. However, an unexpected setback soon followed. At the Bernabéu, Sheriff shocked the continent by defeating the Madrid giant with a stunning goal into the top corner, securing a 1-2 result. It was a harsh blow, but also a wake-up call that revived the team's fighting essence. From that setback emerged commanding victories. A 0-5 thrashing of Shakhtar in Kiev and a solid 2-1 win in the return match at the Bernabéu marked the path to recovery. Then, in Moldova, Madrid avenged Sheriff with a convincing 0-3 win, securing the group lead after defeating Inter 2-0 at the Bernabéu. The first stage was complete, but the best was yet to come. Test. In the round of 16, Madrid was initially drawn to face Benfica, but a redraw due to an error paired them with the formidable Paris Saint Germain, a team stacked with stars like Neymar Jr., Lionel Messi, and the phenomenal Kylian Mbappé. The matchup carried added intrigue following Madrid's failed pursuit of Mbappé. The Parc des Princes hosted a tense first leg, where Mbappé's speed and talent made the difference, scoring in the final minutes. Meanwhile, Courtois made numerous crucial saves, including stopping a Messi penalty. Real Madrid returned home trailing, but with the Bernabéu yet to play its part. The return leg was a display of Madrid's mystique. Although Mbappé remained a constant threat, extending PSG's lead before halftime, the Bernabéu refused to let its team fall. The introduction of Rodrygo and Camavinga changed the game, and Karim Benzema's faith did the rest. A Donnarumma error led to the equalizer, and Madrid entered a collective state of euphoria. With a legendary hat trick, Benzema completed a comeback that sent the Bernabéu into raptures. Paris Saint Germain, with all its stars, fell once again to the magic of Europe's greatest club. In the quarterfinals, Real Madrid faced a familiar foe, Chelsea, the reigning European champions, and the team that had eliminated them the previous season. The challenge was immense, but the Whites arrived at Stamford Bridge with special motivation. Carlo Ancelotti, in his return to the Bernabéu as coach, knew this was the perfect chance to avenge that elimination and prove his team was ready for anything. The first leg was spectacular. From the opening minutes, Madrid displayed its intent to dominate the game. Vinicius Jr. and Benzema combined brilliantly, creating constant danger. It was this connection that opened the scoring. A perfect cross from the Brazilian converted by Benzema with a powerful header that left Mendy helpless. Minutes later, another cross, this time from Luka Modric, again found Benzema, who made no mistake to make it 0-2. Madrid was in a state of grace. Chelsea, however, did not give up. A header from Kai Havertz reduced the deficit before halftime, putting pressure on Madrid. But early in the second half, a disastrous error from Mendy, while attempting to play out from the back, gifted the ball to Benzema, who, with his lethal instinct, scored his third goal of the night. With that hat trick, Benzema showed he was in one of the best moments of his career. Stamford Bridge fell silent as Madrid returned home with a 1-3 advantage. The return leg was a completely different story. Chelsea arrived at the Bernabéu determined to fight until the end, and their aggression was evident from the first minutes. Mason Mount scored early, raising alarms in the White Stadium. The pressure increased when Antonio Rüdiger, with a header from a corner, leveled the aggregate score. Nervousness engulfed the Bernabéu, and Chelsea even scored a third goal that would have turned the tie completely. But VAR disallowed the play for a handball by Marcos Alonso. With Madrid on the ropes, Carlo Ancelotti made crucial changes. The introduction of Rodrygo and Eduardo Camavinga revitalized the team. Then Luka Modric, in one of the most memorable plays of his career, delivered a masterful outside-of-the-foot pass. The ball perfectly reached Rodrygo, who volleyed it home to restore Madrid's hope. Extra time was a nerve-wracking battle, but once again, Karim Benzema appeared. Capitalizing on a cross from Vinicius, the French striker scored with a header, sealing Madrid's passage to the semi-finals. The Bernabéu erupted in joy on another night of epic achievements for the club. The semi-finals pitted Real Madrid against Manchester City, a team desperately seeking its first Champions League title. The clash promised to be spectacular, and from the opening whistle at the Etihad Stadium, the English side showed their intent to dominate. Kevin De Bruyne opened the scoring with a header after just 2 minutes, making it clear City would show no mercy. Shortly after, Gabriel Jesus capitalized on a defensive error to make it 2-0. Madrid seemed on the ropes, but this team never gives up. Around the half-hour mark, Ferland Mendy sent a cross into the area that Karim Benzema finished with precision to reduce the deficit.
And the dynamic changes.
The game continued to be a whirlwind of emotions. In the second half, Phil Foden scored with a header to make it 3-1. But Vinicius Jr. responded immediately with an electrifying run from midfield that ended in a stunning goal.
Oh, wonderful goal! Wonderful!
Bernardo Silva restored City's lead with a powerful shot. But Madrid found new life when Benzema coolly converted a penalty with a Panenka, silencing the stadium. The match ended 4-3, leaving everything to play for in the second leg. At the Bernabéu, the atmosphere was indescribable. Fans knew another magical night was needed to overcome City. For much of the game, the English side controlled possession and eventually scored through Riyad Mahrez, seemingly sealing the tie. With just minutes remaining, Madrid's dreams appeared to fade. But then, the incredible happened. In the 90th minute, Eduardo Camavinga launched a long ball into the box. Benzema controlled it and assisted Rodrygo, who scored to revive hope. Barely a minute later, Rodrygo struck again, this time with a flawless header, to level the aggregate and force extra time. The Bernabéu was a cauldron of excitement. In extra time, Benzema completed the comeback. He won a penalty and converted it with his characteristic composure, sending the fans into delirium. Courtois, with key saves, ensured the victory, and Madrid, against all odds, eliminated City in one of the most memorable ties in Champions League history. On May 28, 2022, Paris hosted the third final between Liverpool and Real Madrid. However, the build-up was marred by organizational chaos and security issues, leading to a delayed kickoff. Inside the Stade de France, Liverpool started aggressively, creating several clear chances. Thibaut Courtois emerged as the night's hero with spectacular saves against Salah and Mané, keeping Madrid in the game. In the second half, Real Madrid displayed their lethal instinct. In the 58th minute, Valverde's run ended with a precise pass that Vinicius Jr. tapped into the net, igniting euphoria on the Madrid bench. From then on, the team donned their workman's overalls to withstand Liverpool's onslaughts. Courtois, in his brightest night, continued to frustrate the opposition with miraculous saves. The final whistle sealed Real Madrid's 1-0 victory, securing their 14th Champions League title. Carlo Ancelotti became the only manager to win 4 Champions League titles, and the team reaffirmed its status as Europe's greatest. It was yet another magical night in the history of the White Club, a perfect ending to an epic season. Epilogue. The road to the 14th was not just a series of matches, it was a lesson in faith, character, and determination. Every comeback, every goal, and every Courtois save built a narrative only Real Madrid could write. These magical nights not only captivated the football world but proved that, at the Bernabéu, miracles are not just possible. They are inevitable.